Welcome. Today, we're diving deep into the story of one of mythology's most powerful and, frankly, most misunderstood figures, Sita.
For centuries, her story has presented this fascinating paradox. Is she the epitome of devotion or a rebel with a cause? Today, we're going to unravel the many, many layers of this incredible icon. All right, so here's our game plan. We'll start with the classic image of Sita, then jump into a pretty radical modern reimagining. From there, we'll uncover what might be the true source of her power and wrap up with what her amazing legacy means for all of us today. Okay, let's begin with the Sita that most of us probably picture first. This is the image that's really rooted in the classical texts like the Valmiki Ramayana, an ideal that has shaped cultures for thousands of years. In these foundational stories, Sita is really held up as the gold standard for virtue. We're talking about unshakable moral integrity, unwavering loyalty, and that quiet, powerful strength you find in perseverance and self-sacrifice. And this quote, it really gets to the heart of that traditional view. Her defining quality is often seen as this complete, unparalleled devotion to Rama, where she follows him, as it says, like his shadow. But, and this is so important, even within this traditional picture, you see these seeds of profound agency. Her decision to go into exile with Rama wasn't just blind obedience. It was an autonomous moral choice, a deliberate act of following her Dharma, not just following her husband. Okay, so now let's completely flip the script. We're going to look at a modern reinterpretation that takes those seeds of agency and grows them into something totally new, transforming Sita from a patient, devoted wife into a powerful, proactive leader. Wow, look at this. This slide just lays it all out, doesn't it? The contrast is it's dramatic. On one side, you have the classical symbol of devotion and endurance, and on the other, a modern icon of power, a warrior, a leader, a woman who claims her own agency. It's a total reframing of her character for our time. In Amish Tripathi's Sita, Warrior of Mithila, this is not a subtle change. From the very beginning, she is introduced as a physical force. Her strength isn't just an inner quality, it's tangible, it's martial, and it's ready to spring into action. But see, Tripathi doesn't just turn her into a fighter. He builds her into this complete, multifaceted leader. She's a brilliant strategist, a lethal combatant, sure, but she's also a deeply compassionate ruler who believes in serving her people. She is, in every sense, a beacon of hope. It's a truly holistic vision of female power. So, what's the big takeaway here? This isn't just about giving an old character an action hero makeover. No, it's a very deliberate feminist reconstruction of a foundational myth. It's about giving Sita her own autonomy and placing her right at the center of her own story, challenging those old patriarchal boundaries head-on. That warrior image is powerful, no doubt. But what if Sita's ultimate power isn't martial or physical at all? What if it's something far deeper, something more elemental? How does her bond with the earth itself redefine what strength even means? To truly grasp Sita's power, we have to understand the concept of Shakti. This is the cosmic feminine principle, the dynamic, creative energy that literally drives the entire universe. And Sita is seen as one of its most powerful embodiments. And this is the source of her very being. She is, quite literally, born from the earth. Think about that. Her sovereignty, her authority, her spiritual strength, none of it is granted to her by a king or a husband. It is innate. It flows directly from her elemental nature as a daughter of the earth. Her final act of returning to the earth is so often seen as this tragic ending. But when you look at it through this lens, it's something else entirely. It's the ultimate assertion of her own power. She isn't escaping. She is making a conscious, powerful choice to return to her source, rejecting a world that failed to see her for who she truly was. And this deep, profound connection to the earth is what fuels her core spiritual virtues. Dhairya, that's the ability to maintain your inner composure and dignity through incredible suffering. Viveka, the wisdom to see truth clearly, to cut through the noise. And maybe most important of all, a self-validated authority. Her truth, her purity, simply exists. It needs no one else's approval. All right, so we've been on this incredible journey, from devoted wife to warrior icon to earth goddess. So what?
What does all this mean for us, right here, right now, as we face our own modern challenges?
That's exactly it. Her legacy isn't about choosing one version of her over the other. It's about integrating the lessons from all of them. True strength isn't just physical prowess or silent endurance. It's a holistic fusion of inner resilience, unwavering integrity, and the deep courage to know and stand in your own truth.
And the amazing thing is, we can apply her example directly to our lives. Instead of just passively accepting what happens, we can make our own ethically reasoned choices, grounded in our own Dharma. We can cultivate an inner integrity that doesn't need likes or shares to feel valid. And we can learn to face hardship not as a defeat, but as a genuine catalyst for our own growth. And perhaps this is the most profound lesson of all. Her entire story seems to culminate in this simple, powerful realization. The ultimate act of agency is letting go of the need for everyone else's approval and finding that unshakable power in your own authenticity. So the question really isn't if you'll face a trial, but how. When your moment comes, how will you choose to face it with that same unyielding, self-validated strength that defines Sita's powerful and enduring legacy?